Hey everybody, it's Austin Ward for Lettermen Row, BuckIQ, back with another one, looking at those wide receivers with Evan Spencer.
Gotta love it.
Got the guy in the building. You know we're going to talk about throwing the football. And Evan, I don't know if it's just me, but you know the spring ball is always about looking for some of these other guys that can help. They're not going to necessarily be returning starters or big names. And it just seems like every time I go watch Ohio State practice, CJ Saunders is making a play.
That's funny you say that because I had the exact same reaction. So I went back last summer, and it was the first time that I actually got the chance to see him running with the ones, and obviously number 7 in the backfield was throwing darts, but his ability to track the football and catch the ball with his eyes and really be a natural receiver was evident. And obviously he plays a position that's inside, but you know, I look at one of my good friends, Adam Humphries, that played for Clemson. He just signed a $36 million deal with the Titans, right? So there is a severe need for that type of quality player, and I think that he embodies so many of the physical things that need to be done, but obviously mentally as well. And you know, given the experience, he's gotten the chance to learn from a great group of receivers. You know, I'm excited to see what he does.
I'm glad I'm not alone in that, because sometimes that can be.
Oh no, no. I can see it really quickly when people are natural at tracking the ball and catching it. And there were a couple balls where I was like, damn, like where did that come from? Like, okay, I'm gonna watch him. Yeah.
The hard part is still right. Like he's got to compete. It's a deep unit.
Yep.
It was last year, and in some ways it still will be again this year. You know, is there something that CJ's got to do? We're going to break down some of his past success here, but that can help him get in that mix? Is it just a matter of, you know, maybe some of these veteran guys clearing out? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it would say. I don't know if I would say it would be guys clearing out, but you know, it's evident that there are going to be a lot of opportunities in that room now, and especially with how the offense is geared towards being able to use that as a, you know, a diversification, right? Being able to look differently at how to call plays, but know that you got a whole bunch of thoroughbreds on the outside that are ready to do some damage. So I think that what he really just needs to do is focus in on being as best and effective and as impactful as he can be, right? In that H slot, whatever, you know, the exact title is in our offense now, but being able to be dynamic there is going to be key for his success going forward.
Big spring for CJ Saunders, always a big spring for the Buckeyes. They look to take that next step again with the passing attack. Evan's going to break it down. He's going to look specifically now at CJ Saunders and what he can do, maybe help it in that slot as a target there, a dangerous one for Ohio State. So let's roll the tape. All right, Evan, you look at a guy who's a former walk-on, who's fighting for reps. We don't have an endless supply of reps to break down.
We got some good ones,
but we have some for CJ Saunders where he does flash, and this is an example that I know you'll like. Just the craft, everything about it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm going to talk so much about his natural catching ability, but this is a perfect example, right? Knowing that I've beaten my defender and I have to distort my body to go track the ball, but nothing from the stripe of my helmet to my eyes has ever deviated from where that ball is until I feel contact. But also knowing, okay, I'm having that foresight and I'm having that type of perception, but oh man, okay, so I got to get 1-2 feet in. I only need one, but if I can get 2 feet in and make it certain to the ref, then obviously we leave the question out of the equation. But that is a true ball catcher right there, the individuals that can do that.
And sometimes, you know, you're looking at these reps and you say, oh, it's mop-up duty. How much can you learn from it? Well, I mean, that ball was thrown hard. There is a defender on the field, and it's not an easy catch.
I mean, that's a throw on the run. There's a defender there's 2 defenders in the way of the throw, and he's got to distort, and CJ's got to distort his body to make a very difficult catch on the sideline, and then know where he is on the field. You know, have that the vision out of his blind eye or whatever, and get his feet down and know where he is.
It just seems, and we said that off the top, that CJ Saunders is always flashing that athleticism. And this was something that Ohio State toyed with to try and get him on the field more, letting him punt return. It didn't stick. He put 1 or 2 on the ground, but this is an example of what he can do once he has some space.
And on this point, right, and I would say it didn't stick, but don't give this up, right, because if you continue to show this athleticism, you have a space in the NFL. And I earlier used the Adam Humphries example.
Yeah.
But Adam Humphries, when I played with him down in Tampa Bay, he was our punt returner. And I've seen so many plays like this, whether it's running a drag route or it's running as a punt returner down on that team, where his just ability to never get taken down, right? Keep fighting, just, you know, the guy on the field that's always just that's so hard to take down and is slippery, but at the end of the day is making progress for his football team. That person is valuable on any team that you play for. So I would definitely encourage him to check out some Adam Humphries film, 1, but 2, just keep grinding, man, because I'm telling you, your time will come.
He's back there. He's been fielding some punts already in spring ball. I think Ohio State will stick with that. They're also obviously trying to find ways to throw him the football. There's an example here to go way back, sort of that breakout moment where we're looking at the program when this game is, you know, getting late in the second quarter. And you're like, Who is C.J. Saunders? Like
Yeah.
we knew who Dwayne Haskins was when he
yeah.
came off the bench, but we did not know who 80 was.
Oh yeah, I mean not too much here other than just the ability, right? Really focus on that stripe and see how he is forming that football all the way into his hands, and that is natural every time he catches it. And that's one of the main points that I can take from this clip, and that I hope everybody else watching does as well.
Gets that into the end zone. You're thinking, well, that's a pretty good day for any former walk-on or walk-on. Then he goes and does this again. He's finding finding big plays. I think he finished with over 100 yards, a huge day. It helped that Dwayne Haskins was having a little bit of a breakout moment.
Here's another one, right? This is a catch that nobody in the world can watch all the way into their hands. So you have to know with great ball skills how to position yourself that if it passes by my eye, my hands are right here. I'm never going to be able to watch it all the way into my hands, but again, it just speaks to the natural ability to catch the football, and this is just another example.
I'm just glad I'm not the only one noticing this stuff.
Oh no!
I mean, you're
Trust
taking
me, I see it all, man.
You're taking me to a whole nother level in my appreciation of C.J.
Come on,
Saunders.
hey, I got you, dog.
That's what you're here for. He's Evan Spencer. We're breaking down C.J. Saunders. Big spring. Who knows exactly how many balls might come his way next season, but he looks like yet another guy who can help the Buckeyes, sort of coming out of nowhere. Evan Spencer has given his seal of approval, and that's all I need. So for Evan, I'm Austin Ward. We will see you next time on Lettermen Row BuckIQ.